never gonna back down. She ready, ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready, ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
And hello, my love muffins and enchiladas. It's Tori, the hopedealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here to do a special, dear to my heart, pick a card reading, okay? So before we actually get into the pick a card reading, I do want to let you guys know that I love you so freaking much, and I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much prosperity. I speak that into your life. So my love muffins, what brings us here today is a special pick a card reading dear to my heart. You guys know that tarot is healing, okay? And that's one of the ways that I really healed myself. I'm talking some of the, that core wounds, that keeps us in certain patterns and situations that are not ideal for us, that will really open our mind, our hearts up for our heart's desires and what we truly want. Tarot helped me move away from a lot of fear, a lot of doubt. It just really helped me see myself in a new light, my true self. So those are one of the tools that I love to use tarot for, is healing, honey. So today we're going to be taking a look at, or whenever you're watching this, it's timeless, but we're going to be taking a look at and just really seeing how you show up in love. And why is that important? Because that is going to determine the kind of love you receive. Are you a overgiver? Do you overgive in love and then you find yourself attracting people where you don't get that back, or emotionally unavailable people, or people that you have to prove that you love them? Are they waiting? We're going to look at all of that. We're going to see, are you an overgiver in love, and how to bring that in balance, how to bring that into balance so you can experience love in its highest vibration in your partnerships, okay? And then we're going to see, because I don't know which one you're going to pick, but we're going to go over 3 topics, and these are the 3. We're going to look and see, like, are you an undergiver in love? You know what I'm saying? Are you stingy? Are you stingy with your time? Are you stingy with your love, honey? Like, are you a receiver but not a giver? We're going to take a look and see how you can bring that into balance, because I'm telling you, with that kind of energy, even if you feel like, I don't care about that, that is setting you up for some hard ass lessons and karma in life. If you're out of balance when it comes to how you give love, okay, or you undergive or overgive, it's setting you up for some hard lessons in the love department and in your relationships and in your life. And then we're just going to take a look and just see, like, are you balanced? Are you a balanced lover? You know what I'm saying? Is it balanced? Are you like open? It's good, I don't know which one you are. And if you don't know, or you have an inkling, I just want you to tap into your spirit guides. I did invite your spirit guides, your ancestors, your spiritual team here, who is really meant to see this message, so you can level up in that area, any area in your life. Because you find out, if you're overgiving love, you could be an overgiver in friendships. You could be overextending yourself, underextending yourself. We want to bring it back into balance, kind of like Goldilocks and the 3 bears here. You feel me? So love muffins, if that's a pick a card reading that you're interested in, stay tuned. We're going to get to that. So I have 3 options for you, okay? And we have pick 1, which is the pink and rose gold pen. We have pick 2, which is the purple pen, and then we have pick 3, which is the mermaid pen. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to tap in the middle of your forehead. That's what I like to do to wake up my third eye. Okay, the first eye, for real. But anyways, that's what I like to do to wake that part of me up. And I love to ask my guides and my spiritual teams, what message is in here for me? What do you need me to know? And also, guys, if this is something that you're interested in just strictly your energy, okay, like you want this just for you, you can always email me. You can go ahead and pick whichever pen is calling to you. Just know it's mixed around, honey. Really tap into that intuition. And let's go ahead and see, are you a undergiver, a overgiver, or are you just right? All right, my love muffins, to all of you beautiful souls who picked the rose gold and pink pen, here is your reading, okay, we're going to find out if you are a undergiver, overgiver, or just right kind of giver in love, okay? And if you are an overgiver or undergiver, how to bring that into balance and any guidance that spirit has for you. So I already picked some cards, but we're going to be pulling clarifiers and just some soul, what does spirit want you to do concerning this matter and how to move forward. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and lay a tarot out first. And for my pick number ones, the first card out, okay, you're probably going to already know which pile this is. Out the gate is the sun card. Okay, the sun. Yay. So that is for your first tarot card, my pick number ones. And then next we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, so I can already tell you right now, my number ones, you are what I call my hopeful romantics. People say hopeless romantic, but you are my overgivers when it comes to love. And then next we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. We got 3 more to go. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have the Judgment card. And then I hope you guys can see these. Lastly, we have the Page of Swords. So right off the bat, I'm getting some things that usually my pick number ones, you're going to realize in your connections, in your romantic connections, or just on, I really did for romance, but you can apply it to any area in your life. I really feel like you are my overgivers. You guys really love from your heart. When I say you love from your heart, with this sun card right here, do you see this unicorn, how it leaps? You're the one that probably believes in, love at first sight. I do too. But, you're very romantic. You're very whimsical when it comes to love. You're very all in or nothing when it comes to love. You give your mind, body, soul, heart to your connections, okay? And this is beautiful, okay? I want to let you know this is beautiful, but given to in the wrong hands, it usually leaves you in this energy right here, which is the 10 of Wands. You give so much that you don't get that same kind of return back. You know what I'm saying? You giving 100 and they putting in 10% and you like, what? They over here with the Page of Swords, light communication. Okay. You over here just giving, I feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve. When you're in a relationship, you're committed. And I really feel like that's due to also with the 3 of Pentacles here, you believe and you have a strong moral or a belief when it comes to relationships and connections. Okay. And I really feel like you're probably the one that wants to be married, wants to be in a committed relationship. You probably see you probably have a list of stars, some of my love muffins that you look up to, couple goals, you probably identify yourself as a DF or a DM on a twin flame journey or some kind of divine union. Okay. And also I feel like you are the one with the Page of Swords here. You're always reaching out, okay, to your romantic partners. Okay. And for some of you, I'm just feeling you're very intuitive, you know beyond this physical, and you give a person, especially in love, the benefit of a doubt. You connect on a spiritual level. You see people in their higher selves, okay? That's how, you know what I'm saying? So here it is right here, this unicorn, it's so beautiful. It's what's needed. This kind of vulnerability, this kind of love is what's needed in connections to really make it work. I really feel like you're more of a feminine energy, male or female, I don't feel like you're more the dominant one. You're more of the nurturer in your relationships and connections, okay? And this at times can be a burden because you just give from such a open space. You see this unicorn? Capricorn, you're like a mystic, okay? And I really feel with this sun and this star right here, the third eye, I'm going to use this pen just to point, guys, really quick, okay? You see how like you're very, I feel like you're like, somebody's on a journey. And like, I don't like to use names like this, but it's just what it is. You know, like a twin flame, like you're very intuitive. You're very intuitive. And I feel like when you go into relationships, you look at it as all is, we're going to build, we're going to be together. You probably like on the first day, don't feel bad. It's all right. We done all did it. But you know, you done planned your whole life with him. You know what I'm saying? You done planned your whole life with him. You done opened up on so many levels on the spiritual, even if you haven't communicated that to your partner. And then when judgment is here, okay, judgment is here, and this person walks away, it's like this person, like they take a piece of you. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that leaves you just so, for some, it just leaves you so hurt, so burdened. Like you really get hurt. Even if it's like a crush and like you've been talking online, like it doesn't matter, with a little bit of communication. Like, you know, when you give yourself, you give yourself, you know, you give yourself. And what's crazy about this, Pal, too, I know it's like, damn, well then what, you know, am I not supposed to do that? Here is something that, a lesson that I had to learn, okay? And being that you're intuitive, being that you see, you're very spiritual and you see beyond the natural eye, you see a person for how they truly are. Like, you know how you say, like you love hearts, not parts, okay? And you see from a divinely lens. You see from the lens of God. That's how you look at people, which is beautiful, but without boundaries and no kind of guards. And where I'm going to be doing a series on my channel, Wake the Goddess, and it's going to talk about Venus and you know, Venus was a retrograde, okay? And there was a major lesson I didn't post in that time because that was like in June and July, you know what I'm saying, where I took a break for myself to close out lessons, but I'm still going to do it because there has to be balance, you know. And I feel like by you being so open and right off the bat, like, you know, and listen to me, it's okay. Like if someone probably gives you a compliment, calls you beautiful, you know, you really take it to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like if you extend yourself, you're very open, but there's no guard. There are people that are genuinely going to respect that. There are people that's genuinely going to love that. There's someone going to take that same thing that a person thought that, you know what, that's too much for me. Like, ugh, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? They didn't gather all the good energy and stuff they didn't got from you, and they go on about their business. You probably found yourself in connections and you're left like wondering, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? What, you know? But I feel like this is a cycle that you're meant to come to this life and this time and karma that you're clearing out. And I feel like for some of my number ones, you've probably been in a situation like this and you realize like, okay, I can't keep doing this. What Spirit wants you to know, it's nothing wrong with the way that you love. It is truly beautiful. And I feel like you give from a genuine space right here. Okay. And it's really beautiful, and Spirit doesn't want you to change who you are, because that's just who you are, my number ones. That's how you love. That's how you, like, that's the only way that you know how to love, you know? How do you tell a person like, yeah, you can't love like that? That is the only way that you know how to love. That is how you are. But what Spirit wants you to do is, I can clearly see from right now, judgment. This has got you in situations, you know, that have been what the F's, you know, that has really brought you into heartache, that has brought you into, you know, things that, the things that are not ideal. I really feel with you, my number ones, okay? One of the things that for some of you, it's a little deeper, but for majority of you, this is what you have to do. You've been doing the work. You've been loving yourself. You're very ahead of, like, you're intuitive. You probably like, what you do? Huh? Tell me. You got a channel? Huh? What you do? You know, I'm feeling like a very, you know, you're very intuitive. You're a high priestess. You know about this. You know about unconditional love. You know, like you're ahead of your time. And I feel like you're a light and people are attracted to your light. The thing about it, good, bad, and in the middle people, partners. So you have to guard your heart. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Like put this unicorn in a net, like not a, like do a blockage. Don't build a gate without a door. Build a gate with the door. So like everything can't come in, experience you take, and then you're left, you know what I'm saying? Having to pick up the pieces right here with the Three of Pentacles. You've found that you have to pick up the pieces. You're the one that has to try to make this thing work. You're the one always reaching out. You know what I'm saying? Like Spirit has something good for you that where you don't, someone's going to value this, because I'm really feeling you don't need to change. What you need to do is you need to guard your heart with the gate, with the door. Okay. Not a damn brick wall, but a gate with a door is what I'm hearing. And you have to learn and realize that not everyone gets to experience. You can't let everyone experience this. You feel me? That's just like, you're like a Louis Vuitton, male or female. You're in the Louis Vuitton store, okay? When people go to shop in the Louis Vuitton store, honey, they get served, they get their own personal person, okay, to serve them. They get champagne if you fancy like that. And y'all fancy like that, my number ones. I'm not trying to toot your harm, but you a bad mamma jamma, or you are a very ideal person. You get what I'm saying? You're that bitch, okay? Or you're that, I would say nigga, but you know what I'm saying? But you're that man. Tori, get a little ghetto sometimes. But, you're that person. So what I'm seeing is Spirit just wants you to guard your heart. What you have to be mindful of, what you have to be mindful of, my number ones, is Venus. This is literally you. This is the energy that people see when they first see you. They see the beauty, the harmony, the charm, the sensitivity, the luxury, the wealth. They see all of these things. Like you have the love, the kind of love that you have. You can turn, excuse my language, shit into sugar. You get what I'm saying? You can't be giving that kind of energy to everybody, whether you sexing them or it's just a conversation. You can't give all that to everybody. My number ones, especially when it comes into the love department, because you're a light. And what I had to realize, my number ones, is that people are not always attracted to you, but attracted to your light. So we have these boundaries, okay? Wear your heart on your sleeve, but build a boundary around it, okay? With an accessible door. That's what we want to say. Because what you need to do, we have Venus in love right here, and then we also have Jupiter expansion reverse. And it's funny that happened. I feel like you don't allow a person to show you that they are worthy to experience your love. Allow a person to show you that they desire, you know what I'm saying? Like they desire to, you can't open up, you can't just give a person everything out the gate. I feel like you show your whole hand. And I know it's like, well, damn, what do you mean? Don't be like that. You cannot be like that to everybody. And I feel like some of my number ones, you're intuitive, but you look at people on a spiritual sense. You see them for their higher self instead of who they are in this present moment. And I feel like that's a tricky thing right there. You have to learn how to balance that out. And I want to read something to you guys really quick, okay? It says the sun's pure radiance and unconditional love lights your path. And I feel like that's what you do to your partners. You are a vessel of light. You radiate light. You're probably a healer, a teacher. You're probably like a mystic like that, in some form, like in some way. It doesn't even matter if you're not in the spiritual, doing it in a spiritual aspect. That is just who you are. Okay. That is just who you are. And I feel like with this Three of Pentacles working together, you probably get a lot of partners who hold you at high esteem. And another thing is when they see just how amazing, how beautiful, and just or handsome you are, that scares the bejesus out of them. Honestly, for some of you, it ain't even, your light scares people who aren't ready to embrace who they are. And what happens is you just leap in there, and ready to work. And they didn't dipped out. They dip out. Let's see. Let's just see what they do. Let's go ahead and see my number ones. Let's see. When you open up to your partner and you give them this kind of love, what do they do, Spirit? What do their partners do? Look, y'all seen that. We seen that. Three of Swords, I feel like this kind of love, you probably attract a lot of people. I want to say my number one's narcissists or unhealed playboy, playgirl, very dark. And it's crazy because for some of you too, I'm hearing like you have to learn like who you're here to help versus who you're here to romantically engage in. Because you see how in contrast these cards are. And I feel like for some of you, you're on a journey. You identify yourself on a twin flame journey. But the thing about that is, you have to put yourself first in any kind of relationship, in any kind of dynamic to let it work. We got the Three of Swords right here. Falling on judgments. When you open like this, it usually results, your partner gets scared and you're left with a broken heart. And some of these partners and relationships, they're complete assholes, but other people, they don't know how to handle your light. They don't know how to handle your radiance, So what happens, my number ones, is sometimes we get lonely, but I really feel like when you bring this into balance and you guard, there's going to be a partnership that's going to be able to receive your kind of love. It's very important your partner does the work. When I say does the work, on a spiritual level, like they're really about their mental health, spiritually, mentally, and physically, because that's the only kind of person that's going to be able to see this light if they're embracing their light. We got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, That's in contrast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like, another way with my number ones, I feel like a thing that you do where you overgive is that you have a need to desire to heal people. And I don't even feel like in a negative sense. It's more so that you have experienced so much healing and so much fulfillment in your life that you want to show others like, hey, like you can heal yourself. Like life can be great. Like you can have a love, like, oh my God, but they got to remove these swords themselves, they have to do that, themselves. So we're going to go ahead and take how can you stop attracting partners? So one of the ways, my number ones, how you can bring this into balance is that how you bring this into balance, this overgiving, is that you have to figure out, really listen to your intuition and just hold back. You have to hold back in love. You can't give this kind of love to everybody. Not in a romantic sense. You can't do it. I'm telling you. And I know you probably don't want to hear this. I don't care if you identify yourself on a twin flame journey, any kind of journey. If you give this kind of love off the bat, you are guaranteed going to set yourself up for this every time. Because that's a judgment. That's a lesson that you're here to learn. That's some karma that you're here to you got two major arcanas in here. Keep playing with it. And the planet of love, Venus, passions. You're very attractive too, my number ones. Like you are the whole shebang. And some people don't know how to retrieve that. And if you are, and this is just for a select few, if you're understanding like why did somebody ghost you? Why did they walk away? Because you're the whole thing. And they don't feel deserving. And you ever like wanted something, but when you got it, you didn't know what to do with it. I feel like that was for somebody. Like they didn't know that they could really get you. Like they didn't really see you in all your bliss and glory being attracted to them. And yeah, and it scared them. Okay. And honestly, this person that walked away from you, if they go to like everything was going good, is because they knew that they have a lot of healing to do and they didn't want to taint your light. You can just let go. You can let go. Okay. You can let go of that. Damn, Damn is what I'm seeing. Okay. You can let go of that. My number ones. So as far as your guidance, you have to you have to do a boundary and you cannot open up off the bat. You cannot give a person, you have to show a person that they deserve that. They deserve to experience that kind of love. And the reason why is because that's your person. The Three of Pentacles, your true match, you're in, I don't care. I believe we have multiple loves, but any person that is really meant to build with you, they're in the Three of Pentacles energy. They're not shy. They don't mind putting in the work. They don't mind, working, or proving and showing you that, listen, I'm safe. You can trust me. You can open up to me. Like, I'm here for the long run. Like, I love you and I want to experience you. The person that's for you, they're not going to give up. They're not going to run away, And if somebody does, and if you feel like that, because, you just never know. I've learned that you just can't judge. Every relationship, every status and person is different. But they will be back to leave them. Don't be with them. Don't mess with them. Why they giving the bare minimal, okay, with the Page of Swords. I feel like this, for some of you, this person watches you, or a lot of your exes watch you, but they're still watching from a space of brokenness. They got to come into this Three of Pentacles. You understand me? That's just like if you go, oh yeah, the Louis Vuitton store, and you be like, let me get that bag. They're going to expect you to pay. And that's how you have to be, my number ones, with yourself, okay? And that's on period. Also, what's going to help you to, bring this into balance is we have listening right here. Okay. And it says charisma. And you see the moon thing, like right on, I said the moon, like on her third eye. These words said, darkness does not always equal to evil. Light does not always, bring good. So that means you have to look at what a person is not saying. Not so much what they're saying, but what they're not saying. It says it for itself. You have to listen to what's not being said. Like, you got to read between the lines. They say they're ready. They say they're open, but they're closed off. Leave them closed. That's going to help you and save you from heartaches. That's going to bring you into balance. That's going to help you pick greater suitors, love interests or opportunities or things that are for you that's willing to put in the work, because we have the grove here. And this is all about, because what happens is, my number ones, is that you've been hurt, and what you don't want to do is just keep overextending yourself, overgiving to the point that you're just so hurt and you're left with this bitterness. And the grove is all about sitting down and taking that time to forgive. So I feel like that for some of my, I want to read this, guys. Hold on. Yeah, this is the Goddess of Night. Invites you into my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Yeah, and if you don't listen, you're going to end up with a lot of heartache. Okay? It says, now is the time to apologize. Okay? To anyone you have harmed, make your friendships whole again and choose healing over anger and pain. Even if that person that you have to forgive, my number ones, is you. Because I feel like it's what you're not listening to what places you into some situations that are just not ideal for you. Okay? So what we're going to do now is I want to see, when you bring that into balance, okay, you come into your boundaries, okay? Yeah, look on the bottom of the deck. I had shuffle, guys, and listen on your, I'm so sorry, guys. FedEx is out there. We have like purpose, okay? So I really feel like it's very important. We just gonna wait till he on leave. All right, my number ones. So with you listening and taking heed to what people allowing a person to put some action behind their words before you just open up your heart to them. I don't care what kind of connection that you're in, and you learn, to not overgive, expand yourself, allow a person to show you that they are worthy to be in that intimate light and your intimate circle, because I feel like you are really on your divine purpose. Even if you're not on there quite yet, you're really about to get on there, and you have to be mindful. You got to be mindful what you let up in that energy field, because anything can throw you off. Okay? So for you to bring that into balance, my pick number ones is to put a guard around your heart with a gate, okay? So you can let access into who needs to and who doesn't. How are you going to know? They're going to work for you. They're going to show you that they're worthy to be in your presence, okay? Male or female, I'm trying to tell you, don't be giving everything right from the jump. I've done that too many times, okay? And it has led me some places that I don't desire to be. And, you know, I spend a lot of time clearing my heart chakra and removing this pain, because if you keep allowing this, your heart is going to be, it's going to be bruised, it's going to be broken, it's going to have these swords in there. And what's truly for you is not someone stable, a stable connection, a stable opportunities are not going to be able to come in. So if you do those things, the spirit I just listed, you know, what kind of love is going to come into your life? Oh, y'all seen that? I told you. What? Yes. Okay. And I feel like with you got to reparent yourself, you know, inner child. Distorted feminine energy. I told you I felt that, you know. You have to know this is a lesson, my love, for you guys, you know, and you got the divine masculine. So if you desire to be in that, if you desire your divine masculine, if you know them or if you don't, or even a soulmate, you got choices coming in. Yin and yang. Oh my God. Divine feminine. Look at that. Stop playing with yourselves, number one. Let somebody earn you. Let somebody show you that they're worthy, that they're willing to do the work because you do it. You open up. It would be unfair if that's not the way that you love, but you love like that. You're willing to put in the ties. You're willing to put in the work. You're willing to go over and beyond for your partner. So you better believe that you deserve that too. Don't play with yourself like you just some basic. Okay? And I feel like you probably give from this distorted feminine energy because of reparenting yourself. Abandonment issues, you know? Self-love deficit. You know, look that word up, okay? Because people always saying codependency, but what the fuck is codependency? Codependency is self-love deficit, okay? But don't worry, we're going to be going over that in a self-love academy, okay? Where you guys can subscribe. I'm either going to do it on YouTube or Patreon, but we're going to be hitting all these spots, sweetie, okay? And you're going to come into a real true connection right here. Genuine love is going to be yours. So let's see, what can you do? What can you work on to bring it into balance? Self-worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. Don't just allow anybody in your space. Remember, your inner child lives in your sacral chakra. Repent. So working on your sacral chakra, eating to your sacral chakra, and release attachments, release what's not good for you. On a spiritual level, release what's not good. Because some people I've experienced with them, like, you know, like, they good for the eye, but are you good for my soul? Is the question you got to ask. Like, are they good for your soul? You got to see that. And for some of you, I feel like, listen, if this person really wants you, allow them to put in the work. Allow them to put in the work. Release them, because what's for you will never miss you. So if it is divinely meant to happen in this life, it has to happen, baby. Okay? It has to happen. But for right now, what I'm seeing is release it. Release. Okay? And focus on yourself. All right? The divine knows your prayers. The divine knows what you desire. Your spirit guides know that. Okay? So that's what I feel like. And how you help release is like doing any spiritual work, but reading in that area, researching codependency, self-love deficit, self-worth, self-acceptance, you know, just doing anything on a healing aspect, forgiveness of yourself and your self-worth, reparenting the inner child, putting your inner child right back where she belongs or he belongs, letting your inner child know, like, you deserve love. You deserve a love, you know, where someone's going to fight for you. You know, you're always fine. I bet you number one is you're always fighting for other people and their well-being, but who's checking on you? It's time for you to check on you so you can cultivate and manifest partnerships that check on you. Okay, so my loves, that's what I have for you, my number ones. I hope that it was beneficial. I hope that it made sense. I hope that you take this and really, you know, do what it is that your intuition is telling you to do. So you're going to level up in love. And look at all this good stuff that's coming in for you, my number ones. Okay, I love you guys so freaking much. And I'm going to go ahead and go to pal number 2. All right, and hello, my pick number 2s. It's Tori, and we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to see, are you a overgiver in love? And if you are, how to bring that in balance, or are you a undergiver in love? Are you stingy? And we're going to see how you can bring that into balance. And are you just right? We're going to see. So first thing first, we're going to pull cards together, any clarifiers and just any advice of how to move forward and what you need to do. But firstly, we're going to take a look and just see, honey. Off bat with this first card, y'all already gonna know which ones y'all are. You probably have an inkling. We have the 8 of Cups, okay? We got the 8 of Cups, so we already see where we're going, but don't worry, we're gonna put the rest of the cards out. We have the 8 of Cups. Next, guys, we have the 2 of Pentacles right here. All right. Then next we have the Hierophant. Okay, y'all giving me commitment phobia off that, honey. Like, what? Anyone's trying to show you some real emotions, you out of there. You find it any excuse, out of there. You're probably, my number 2 is you probably keep yourself busy with these 2 of Pentacles here. It's all about juggling.
I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August.
It could be that you like to juggle people, you know what I'm saying? You keep your options open, honey. Or, you thrust yourself into something else where you always have to choose between love and career, or love or this person or that, it's family, whatever. I feel like you create these, you keep really busy. Never have your hands empty, so you don't have to commit. That's what I'm saying. Like, you commit to other things so you don't have to commit when it comes to the love department, okay? And then next, how do we know that, guys? Because we got the 7 of Swords clarifying the 8 of Cups, okay? And then clarifying the 2 of Pentacles, we have the Tower. Yes, Tower, you need to drop some things, honey, so you can, look some inside, okay? And then lastly, clarifying the Hierophant, we have Justice, okay? So my number 2s, you probably guessed it, you guys are the undergivers, okay? And you know me, Tori, I'm gonna make some jokes. I'm making it light, but I really want to tell you, people don't understand you, my number 2s, but the reason why you don't like to give, and I really feel like with these cups here, is emotions. You, like, as soon as it's emotional, you checking out, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably keep yourself busy within work or busy in multiple connections. Something with this 2 of Pentacles here, like when someone's like, here, I got 8 cups for you, like, let's get emotional, let's get vulnerable, you is like, deuces, you out. Even if you genuinely like this person, even if you genuinely want them, there is a level of you just cannot open up. Now, my number 2s, I feel like you're a runner. You run from anything that's really serious or committal with the Hierophant here, and I feel like for some of you, you've met a match, you've met a divine connection, or, a divine connection wants to come in, but I feel like somebody you ran, or you're running, like you run from connections where you have to show up and you have to give emotions, like you run from that. This is not for everybody, but you could be, like I said, you could juggle, you could be an overworker. You thrust yourself in work because, if you're busy and you're working, you can't really focus on love. You can't really focus on other things. Or you could be a one to like to juggle multiple partnerships, multiple situation entanglements. Let's use that word right there. You know what I'm saying? Like entanglements. But I feel like my number 2s, if it hasn't happened already, it's going to be happen where something's going to happen where you're going to have a Tower moment, okay? You're running from something right here with this 8 of Cups, and I really feel like that cup that you would have put down would have been, to show an emotions, would have been a wish fulfillment. But I feel like you ran from it. You busy yourself, but I feel like something's happening where where the universe and the divine is setting it up, honey, where you have no option but to have this Tower moment. Some self-reflection where everything, how like everything will fall. I want to say, like, you're having a Tower moment, and we know Tower moments, that's the divinely orchestrated something happening that is to get you to open up, is to get you to look through a different lens, to get you to straighten up. Sometimes I want to give an example. This is not this thing, but just say like if you've been needing to eat correctly, eat right, yet you haven't, and you find yourself overweight, or you find yourself in the hospital, if you've been overindulging or just doing something, overstuffing your emotions, a tower moment of some sort is going to happen to really get you to crack open, and it's going to feel like it's breaking you, but it's not. But it's not happening to you, but happening for you. So we can get down to the bottom of why it's so hard for you to commit. Why is it so hard for you to show emotions? Because you can't, I want to say you can't run from fate. You get what I'm saying? You can't run from fate. And I feel like for some of my number twos, you just thrust yourself in work, or you thrust yourself in a lot of entanglements so you don't have to focus, so you don't have to show emotions. But I'm really feeling like justice is here. And this is the thing about it. I wanted for some of my masculine energies or whatever, or male or female, it don't even matter, honey. I felt like you have left a lot of people with some broken hearts. You know what I'm saying? You have left a trail of broken hearts, honey. And I feel like the universe is getting you to try to look at something and see something in the way that you're going about it, and even if it's not, you're doing it to save face, to save your emotions, because, I feel like for my number twos, you were wanting to give love. And I feel like there could have been something that broke your heart and you was like, yeah, I ain't doing this again. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not resonating with this, definitely want to check another pile out. But it's so crystal clear to me. But Spirit is really trying to talk to you, my number two, is really trying to get you to look at something, because I feel like, here it is. I'm going to pull your other cards out. Like I said, with the North Node here, destiny. Certain things are meant to happen. You're meant to feel certain things. And I feel like maybe you're really focused on your life purpose, soul school, learning, fulfillment, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, journey. I really feel like you're on a spiritual awakening that is really going to help you evaluate and look and see what you're doing, because I feel like my number twos, I just keep repeating, you've left some. If you haven't did it yet, I feel like the universe is trying to help you, pinpoint you, or my number twos, or it already happened, but I feel like you walked away from a cup that I feel like is going to be regretful, because I feel like you felt that it was a part of your destiny, or it was something like you avoid anything with emotions. That's what I'm gonna say. And what Spirit is trying to get you to see. And I feel like this was divinely guided too. It had to happen, so this tower moment can happen for you guys, because you have the sun being, but it was reversed. Okay. And upright, this is essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, ego. So it says heartbeat, father, childishness, so I feel like you could really operate on these aspects in a negative sense. Okay. Manipulative player energy. I love y'all. Y'all know I love you. And listen, when I'm telling you this, my number twos is probably, because I can feel it, it's probably a little hard to hear this, but the path that you are taking, this route that you are going, my number twos, it's headed, and I feel like that's why I love tarot. It's never set in stone. You can always, with every decision, you can right your wrongs. You're taking yourself down a path that the karma that is attached to the decisions that you might be choosing to make, okay, is not, it's not ideal. Okay, it's not ideal. It's not what you want, because I feel like with the moon reverse feelings, you avoid any connections with feeling. I feel like you're more of an intimate, not even intimate, sexual. The passion's there, but anytime emotions, you out of there, And right here we have trend, which deals with flow. And it says horizon, aids, okay, benefits, energize, enjoys, gifts, rhythm, supports, indulgence. It was a verse. So I really feel like you really indulge, you don't share. It's like greedy, and that kind of energy. I tell people, and this is something that I learned, and it's really helped me get in alignment and helped me realize, because karma's real. Karma is just karma. Karma is good. Karma is nor neither good or bad. It's what you make it. It's decisions that you put out in life is going to extinguish what you get, okay? And what you feel. My number 2. So I really feel like how you bring this into balance, you got to open up. You have to give. You have to give and receive. You need to be the one that's really giving in your connections. You have to be the one that's really showing feelings. And if you're saying, Tori, that ain't me, then, check another pal. You want to ground yourself, because this is what I'm getting from this pal. This is or even if, you probably don't even get in connections or try love, because you're just hovering, like you're not giving, like you will not show any feelings. Okay. And I feel like my number 2s, I feel like there's a divine destiny connection that's happening, or a path that you're meant to walk and experience. But because you're choosing not to feel, not to flow, and you're choosing to operate in the 7 of Swords energy, and you're choosing to be in denial. I feel like for some of you, you're in denial. You probably try to justify some of the decisions you make, or you justify this. You're in denial right here with focus. As soon as it's time to give anything, this is maybe where you focus in your energy elsewhere. For some of my number 2s, you could be in denial. Or what happens is you kind of like, it's weird. It's so, okay. It's like it's a mind trick. I want to say it like a mind F. Like, you could see something, this fruit is really, really ripe for the picking, really ready, really, what you desire. But if it requires emotion, if it requires you to give too much of yourself, you're going to deny yourself. You're going to deny yourself out. Like, you're going to talk yourself out of it. I feel like self-sabotage, and you might focus somewhere else. There's a self-sabotage that purposely happens so you don't have to, or you just feel like, they were going to cheat anyway. They were probably going to leave I used to do this too. They're going to leave later on. It ain't, it ain't what it say it is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a level of denial, and, I feel like you're intentionally doing that self-sabotage, or this focus here on this. You're intentionally doing that. Or, you deny yourself a feeling, and I really feel like it stems from childhood or some love connection. Something went wrong, like something just went wrong, and that's just how you look at things right now, and I feel like because this card talks about not everything is in reach, my child. Sometimes I must create distance between what you want and when or how you are meant to receive it. So I feel like you reach for the easy. You do easy. You don't do anything that where you have to show up and be present, and you have to give. So that's why I feel like a lot of entanglements here. You know what I'm saying? So it says, consider the weight for your highest good. You are not meant to achieve what you want right now. Keep the faith. And I feel like, for some of my number 2s, this is something that you're not in denial anymore. You're actually seeing it. If you're watching this reading right here, you're trying to get clear. I'm sorry, guys. They're out here, doing whatever they're doing. So I feel like it's something that you're trying to change. It's something that you're having a moment, a tower moment, where you're not in denial. You're seeing it for what it is. And what Spirit wants you to do is you got to focus this energy, and put yourself out there. Let's just see. Let's just see. Because I feel like you're aware. So Spirit, what would you like number 2s to know? If they're aware of what's going on, what do you want them to know concerning this? Let's just see. We got the Chariot here, the Strength card here, and the King of Swords here. So I really feel like you got to get out of your King of Swords. You got to get out of that coldness. You have to melt your heart, and you have to allow yourself to feel your emotions. Okay. You have to allow yourself to feel your emotions. I feel like, because until you allow yourself to feel your emotions, the only way that you're going to do that is put yourself out there, my number twos. You know, and it's like, well, I know it's like, well, dang. But you have to, because I feel like with the Page of Cups, you know, this is you right here drinking, and people are like left, male or female, like left, like, am I going to get any? You know, that's setting you up, my number twos, for some. But I feel like some of you are healing this. You're healing it. You're healing it. Okay. You're healing it. But if you're not, I'm just telling you, and this is the kind of mindset that you're wanting to be in, it's going to leave you, you know, in some uncomfortable places. But for a lot of you, I just feel like you're on this journey right here, the moon. It's unclear, but I see you overcoming this, my number twos, which is beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy. You're actually doing the work, which is beautiful. You're actually doing the work. So what you have to do is you have to be able to show your emotions. Simple as that. Oh my God. Emotional freedom. Emotional freedom. Look at that. You got to be able just to give your emotions. Okay, emotion. You got to be able to express yourself. You got to know that my number two, you know what? I know, like, if you say that you want to avoid hurt, you want to avoid pain, you want to avoid taking a risk because it's too much of a gamble. If you say that, you're setting yourself up, everything in life, career, it don't matter. Everything takes work. And if you're not willing to put in that work, you're constricting yourself emotional. You won't be able to experience all the good stuff that you came into life, because there's some good stuff with the Six of Wands of victory. You know, I feel like, you know, man, just some good stuff for you to experience right here. But it's contingent on you being available, emotionally available. The Rainbow River, you know. My number twos, I just feel like, you know, oh yeah, oh, you got reparenting yourself. We also have sexual freedom and connection, okay? And resolving conflict. So I feel like, you know, listen, you know, you good, you this is what you about, honey. Sexual freedom, you all about that. But that emotional freedom, nah, honey. Like, if you want an entanglement, I got you. But if you want something sturdy and solid than that, nah, we can't do that. And I feel like you got to reparent yourself. There was some way that you were introduced to love. For some of you, it could be the mother or father of your children, or a mother or father, or, you know, as a child, how you received love, or an absent parent, or an over smothering that just makes you want to run when it comes to connection, when it comes to, you know, relationships. You just feel like you're going to lose your sexual freedom. You're going to lose that. But this is what I try to tell people. You know, one of the things is being a Sagittarius. I always say, I want a love that captivates me, yet sets me free at the same time. There is a person who is going to get you. But if you don't open up, my number twos, and voice, you know, and take somebody else's needs and wants and accountability, and vice versa, you know, like, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get that person where, you know, they're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a sexual level, where you experience sexual freedom, emotional freedom, like, you're not going to get that rainbow. You have an opportunity to connect, a real connection right here. Okay. A real connection right here. But it is contingent on you having empathy, compassion, understanding, you know, extending your heart, giving, being the nurturer. Is what I'm seeing right here. But you got to reparent yourself. I want to see what this Rainbow River is, because I don't get this card much. Hold on, guys. Reviver. Yeah. Ooh, Rainbow Reviver. I just feel like somebody, like, when you are willing to be vulnerable, my number twos, like, you're going to meet your ideal match where you can experience emotional freedom and you get to experience sexual freedom. You're going to be complete around the board. Like, it's going to be so good. But it's all about, if you are willing, look, I flip right to it, guys. Feeling good from the inside out is important no matter what is happening in your personal life. So it's important. I don't care, like, if you're probably a person that really seeks materials. Everything on exterior looks good, but on the inside, it's painful. And I really feel like there is some bubbly person coming into your life. And number two is I really feel like there is somebody that is like a joy to be around, a rainbow. I really feel like this is this cup that I was talking about that, you know, you can really experience emotional freedom and sexual freedom and just all around the board, like on the inside, you know, feel that freedom, and on the outside feel that freedom. You know, this person is just a joy, a light to be around, but it's all about you being contingent. My number twos, and if you're picking this pal to see like where you're like, you know what's going on with a person that you're interested in, this is what they're working through, either or, you know, but this person is all about emotion, you know, and I feel like with you guys together, it's that sexual freedom and the emotional freedom. You put it together, and what do you get? Connections. Okay, so I really feel like this is what's needed right now. So it says we all need a little lift from time to time, and a rainbow reviver is a great way to put a smile on your face. When you are single, the rainbow can help you feel more positive and lovable. If you are in a relationship and the challenges of life have worn you down a little, the rainbow will brighten up your day. So I really feel like listen, if you do this, my number twos, you're going to get a partner where like it's going to feel like a homie, lover, friend. Like it's just going to be everything that you've needed. But it is contingent on you putting yourself out there, and you're going to get the justice for whatever hardship that turned your heart cold in the past. You're getting redeemed from that, but it can't redeem itself if you're not willing to open up, if you're not willing to, you know, show emotion. So it can't happen, love muffins, if you're not open enough to show emotions, okay? Because on the bottom of this deck, we got passion. Can y'all see that? We have passion. And I feel like that is your way. That's your way. And this is really tied to the sacral chakra. Okay. And another way that you can heal that is reparenting yourself. And I feel like working through your traumas, working through your fears of commitment. Because I just got like commitment phobe here. You know, like you'll pursue passions. You like, you know, on a sexual, you're probably a good lover. You know what I'm saying? Like you will show up in that area. You're passionate about work. But when it comes to relationships, you have to ask yourself, why are you passionate about everything else but when it comes to love? You know? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to it has to do with daddy issues. It has to do with mommy issues. It has to do because you gave your heart away and this person drug you through the ringer. And that makes it unhealthy. If it's a decision that you're making from a healthy state, then that's just who you are. But given these cards and given what I'm feeling, like you want that and you see a person. For some of you, you know this person or this person is coming around. You know it. But you just cannot you cannot shift that player entanglement or overindulgence in your passions, be it career, whatever that is to you, okay? But we're just going to see how can you move past this. Right here, abundance, okay? We have abundance. So sorry about the noise, guys. They're like outside playing and doing that stuff. So let's just see. How can my pick number twos heal this? How can they bring it into balance, okay? All right. Well, these 3 wanted to come out. I'm going to take it. All right, so how you have to do that is there's something around here with, I'm seeing like self-worth come up, confidence, your not your sacral, your solar plex. So I feel like you don't feel worthy. For some of you, you don't feel worthy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. You don't feel worthy of love, you know? You don't feel worthy of love. Or I feel like you're so focused on materialistics, you know, that you don't make room for love. And I feel like it's time for you to go on this isolation. I feel like you isolate yourself, but you need to be isolated, but it's more so of self-discovery. Discovery with spirit, not isolation, not harboring feelings or focusing or avoidance, but really allowing yourself to have this, to, you know, you listen to your instincts, you know. And I'm just seeing shed like that wolf mentality, that animalistic mentality, like, you know, you just finding a balance of a moral compass for some of my love muffins. It's okay. I'm trying to laugh because the way spirit given it to me, guys. You know, like we got victim and facades. Like you, that's why with this power number, you're very smart. You're my number twos. Like you got to be mindful because it's almost manipulative. You get what I'm saying? Like you're smart, you're strategic, like you like you a finesse. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling like some finesses. Or you in the past you was a finesses. Like I said, you leave a lot of hearts behind. You play the game and you play it well. But you ever hear that every dog has its day? And karma comes for everybody. It comes for your girl Tori. It comes for whoever's watching. You love muffin. It don't matter. And when that karma does that report, you want to be, are you going to get justice or are you going to get what you have served? It's going to be served, you know, either way. So I really feel like, you know, with my, yes, I don't think spirit wants me to say that, but that's all the spirit wants, because I was literally going to say something before, but they're like, no, you said enough. So, yeah, you got to look at that, you know, and I feel like in your heart space, you know, there's this victim mentality. If you put yourself out there, you're going to be hurt. So my number two is, because I feel like we can get, and maybe that's if you're afraid, like you're going to get lost in the emotions and set yourself up, you know, that it's going to be a facade, that it's just not going to be what it's cracked up to be. Like, I feel like you just avoid, I feel like you avoid your emotions, my number two, because you give so much. There we go. You give so much. Because I almost just got lost. I was just like, okay, we got to bring it back to normal, you know, but I feel like, you know, you have to, I'm still not getting a clear way about how to move forward. Okay, I've got to bring out the star seeds for this one, honey, because I'm not getting like a path. I know, like, open up, show your emotions, but I want to give my number twos like a solid, like a plan, like a solid plan. Okay. First, you got to be open and show your feelings. That's how you're going to move past this. So spirit, give us something solid for my number twos. How can they transmute this energy? Okay, card fell. Let's get it. It flipped out. Let's see what it says. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it says deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So there's some kind of mother issues, or like with women in love, male or female, there's a mother issues or baby mother's issue, or you're a baby mother and it just went left. Like it's something with women and mother figures. You're a baby mom, you're a baby mom, or you're a baby's mother. It's something where in the heart space that you're holding on to, and you have to let that go. You got to transmute that. You can do that through meditations. You can do that through burning rituals. You can do that through getting counseling, doing Reiki healing, getting a therapist. My number twos, I feel like this is deeper than just what meets the eye. Like you really got to go deep. You really got to see how you can push past this, or it's going to create some tower moments in your life that are just not ideal. And for some, I feel like crazy, you just got to stop. I don't know who that's to, but for some, I just feel like you got to do that. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Like, yeah, see, you just got to stop. You just got to let it go. Yeah. You got to let it go. You have to trust. It's like a restoring happen. And I feel like you can, either way, my number twos, willingly or forcefully. Because I feel like this is a part of destiny. This is something that's unavoidable for you. You couldn't avoid this if you wanted to. Like, it's unavoidable. I want to see what this is. So it cracked open. Okay. So with this cracked open, my number twos, it says surrender to the alchemy of life. This has to come into balance for you. I feel like there's a space where you need it in your destiny, that there's a soul contract, something, whether it's your life purpose, a connection, it don't matter at this point. And you have to get here. You know, even if it's for your children, if you have children, you get what I'm saying? Because this is why someone needs to hear this. This is why you have to heal. Because if you have sons and daughters, especially daughters, and you are a father figure, your daughter is going to attract a partner, because this is for somebody. If you have kids, mother or father, your children are going to attract partners like their parents. And you are healing not for only you, but you are healing for your children. You are healing for your generations to come before you and after you. If I feel the need to tell somebody, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your babies. Do it for them. That's what I'm hearing, okay? It says, don't let the weight and destiny of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressures of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. So yeah, I know my narrative too is like, dang, but I feel like you have a chance to undo karma. You have a chance to right your wrong. You have a chance to mend the broken hearts or mend the things that you did. There's a person who's coming. You'll know this person when you see it because they're bubbly and you see it. You see their light. You see it for who they are. And I feel like you're here to help them bring their overgiving, because I feel like this person is probably an overgiver, and you're here to show them that people will receive, and they're meant to teach you that you can that not everyone's going to hurt you, and you're not going to hurt everyone. That's the kind of dynamic that I'm getting here in number 2s. So I feel like even if this relationship doesn't last forever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a valuable lesson here that you're meant to learn, that you're meant to redo some karma. You're meant to serve some justice, But it's contingent on you. Are you ready to crack yourself open and put yourself out there? So that's the way that you're going to bring yourself into balance, my number 2. And I feel like this is a harsh lesson. So I want to say it feels like my most intense pile here. Okay. So my loves, I hope that this was beneficial. I hope that this, brought you some clarity. I love you guys so freaking much. And I hope this brought you some clarity and some insight. Okay. Take care, my loves. All right, my pick number 3s. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and see, are you a undergiver? Are you stingy when it comes to love? Are you an overgiver? Do you extend yourself too much? Or are you just right? Okay. And if you are any of the first 2 I said, how do you bring that into balance? And the last one, what guidance does Spirit have for you? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into your cards. We're going to first start with your tarot. Then we are going to, you know what I'm saying? Looking at everything else. Look at your pull, any clarifiers, anything that we need to do. So firstly, we have the 4 of Cups right here. All right, the 4 of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Then we have the Ace of Swords. So sorry, guys. Okay. Then clarifying the 4 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups right here, okay? And then clarifying the Knight of Wands, we have the 2 of Cups, okay? And then clarifying the Ace of Swords, we got that Ace of Pentacles. So I'm seeing off that, yay! If you pick this pile, here it is. I'm saying it 2 kind of ways. You are very balanced when it comes to giving and like overgiving and undergiving. You're balanced. You know when to give, you know when to undergive. Oh, no. Did I say that right? You know when to give and you know when to receive. Okay. You're balanced when it comes to love is what Spirit wants to let, some of my number 3s know. And then some of you, I feel like you just learned a lesson, a really hard lesson when it comes to undergiving or overgiving. And this is the energy that you are literally like you're walking through this door right now. Hey, welcome. Because I really feel like, those lessons that you have learned, my number 3s, you have the 4 of Cups here. And how I'm seeing this is just like, you're just not going to take whatever someone throws to you. You know where to have your boundaries. You know when to open up. You know when to close. You know when to give in your relationships. You know when it's time to receive. Like you on a boss moves, okay? Male or female, like single or in a committed relationship. You know how to equally give passion and to equally give love, and vice versa, and equally receive passion and to give love. You're open. Okay. Like you're not going to just take anything. You're not about settling. Good for you, my number threes. Boundaries in place. Okay. You know your worth in place. And I really feel like right here with this Three of Cups is, you want the ultimate fulfillment when it comes to a partnership and a relationship. You want it where I'm giving, you're giving, we're here and we're co-creating a good time. You're here for a good time, or you're here for love. You understand that some people are lessons, some people are meant to stay longer than others, and you're willing to, speak up for yourself and how you want to be loved and how you give love. I feel like it's very good boundaries placed here. And ultimately, what does this land you? The ideal partnership. So I feel like for some of you this already happened, or it's happening. You're in alignment for the ideal thing that you want. That is, Spirit is saying, keep going on this path. Okay. You have literally learned to not attach yourself to others or people. Like to attach yourselves to outcomes. Like you don't get too far ahead and whimsical with yourself. Like some of my other pals do. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my other pals, they got, but they on the first date, they seeing everything. And then on the other pal, it was like they just automatically don't see anything. You're open. You don't get ahead of yourself, and you're not giving too little. You're giving just enough. You're just right. Okay. Ultimately. So I feel like you have realized when to let go of situations that are not for you and connections that are not for you. And you have learned when to take movement. You're very balanced in that. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. You're good with your communication skills. You're good when it comes to passion. And that leaves you open for opportunities, Fifth house, Mercury, like you've learned some lessons that have taught you, when to let some things go that's not for you. And you learned when to take the movement on the things that are for you, which ultimately creates a good connection, a good opportunity. So my number threes, I can't really say nothing more. You're doing right what it is that you need to be doing. As far as I said that my throat chakra wanted to close up. So maybe that's like some truth for somebody. Like you don't, what I'm saying? You thought this whole time, like you just need this whole lot of work. No. I feel like when to take the cup. When the cup is for you, when the cup is not for you. Keep on this path. It's leading you to some amazing opportunities when it comes to love. Goodness. I don't know. I just feel like somebody is celebrating or something, because my throat chakra is wanting to close up on me, guys. I'm not even going to, say that. So I feel like, okay. This is just for a select few. You're very balanced when it comes to love. You're open. You know when to give, you know when to close. Now I feel like, or you have an ideal relationship. Now Spirit really wants you to focus more on your purpose, your life purpose. So whether you're single, the connection, you're good. You got love in a bag. It's coming. If you're in a relationship, you got love in a bag. It's here. It's yours. You know it. You'll know if this is for you, this power for you. Not pick from the other two guys. But what now it's time for you to do, it's time for you to soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Called. It's time for you to focus on your life purpose. It's time for you to focus on your destiny. You've mastered this area of your life. Now it's time to bring some other areas, probably career, your passions, into balance is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's just see what else. Yeah. The courageous pony, multi-faces, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Yeah, it's time for you. And for some of my singles, it's time for you to get back out there too. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Because you got none of this matters zoomed out, common ground. I just feel like, let me clarify. Because what I just seen, okay, let's clarify this perspective. Yeah, okay. Okay, you could be you're too comfortable, too set, too comfortable, in your singlehood. That's the only thing that I see, you know what I'm saying? With the King of Swords, you probably have some suitors or people wanting to come. I just feel like you've mastered the art of, connections. With the Knight of Swords is about coming in and leaving. You're open for, I just feel like you got to get open. it's crazy because you're open. I feel like this might not resonate for everybody. But you feel like you're open. You're open, but you're not open. But you're open. But you're not open. Okay, it's weird, okay? Maybe you get stuck in your head and you overthink it or you overanalyze it too much, okay? Let's just see. What is this? Why is this Four of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Can you please clarify this Four of Pentacles? Why is this Four of Pentacles here? We got the Ace of Swords again. Ooh, like, I feel like maybe you stall. For some reason, because we got the Hangman too. You stall, and maybe that messes up. I feel like it could be received as your, like, you stall too long, and it can be received, my number 3 is that, you know, you don't want a person because you're like you stall too long. Like you're stalling. You know, you're in your head. You know, because maybe I feel like this is how you've been single, or you've been like a bachelorette or a bachelor. You know what I'm saying? For some of you, but some of you, you're in a committed relationship, and I just feel like it's time for you to focus and ground that energy in your career and your life purpose. Okay? Take what's for you. Remember, general reading, I'm picking up on multiple energies here. Yeah, someone gets stuck in their head. Like, you in your head about it, overanalyze it. You know, if you should, you know, give your cup, nurture this connection, give to this person. But before you know it, like, they receive it as you don't want them, you know? You don't want them. You don't want them, and they go. And for some of you, this is it's crazy. This is how you keep yourself in, you know, you're doing this strategically. Like, you're open and you're not open for that group, and you identify with that. This is what you do because, like, it keeps, like, you don't have, like, you can keep your singlehood. I feel like you're so content. You know what I'm saying? You're so content in this life, but, like, that's what you use. You know, you stall. You know, you stall because, like, you have the emotions to give. You're open. I don't feel like it's negative, but maybe it's just the fact that you've just been so single for so long, or just, you know, yeah, the Empress. You know, you could be like the Empress. You know, you're ready to nurture, but with the Nine of Wands, like, you just have your guards up, like, too much. But I feel like with the Justice here, Justice has showed up at every pile. It's time to come out of this energy. You know, yeah, you and your Queen of Swords, honey, male or female, like, you checking shit at the door. It could be genuine, like, I gotta see. You see with this Four of Cups here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, yeah, I hear it, but I gotta see. And I feel like Spirit is saying, if you don't get your tail, yeah, oh, because did we get the Queen of Pentacles? I don't know, but we got the King of Pentacles and an Empress. So I feel like there's a divine connection here, right here for you. Oh, and I just seen the Emperor. Let's see if it's going to come out, honey. But yeah, the King of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, you're ready to give. Spirit is just saying, oh, for some of you, just open yourself up and extend yourself. Okay? Yeah, the Page of Wands. Like, yeah. Like, open yourself up more. That's what I'm getting. Open yourself up. Open yourself up, because because, like, you got it, my number my number 3s, but it's just about you actually opening yourself up to receive. So let's just see, for some of you, if you just open yourself up, because career wise, you just have to put yourself out there. There's something that you're passionate about. You already mastered this love thing, and it's time for you to master that area in your life. For some of you, I feel like you did the work, you're doing it, but I feel like maybe you've been so single for so long, you're closed off. Yeah, like maturity right here. Okay, and we got the Empress, and we've got distorted feminine energy. You know, that could be like, it's just, you are so And then we got the Rainbow Reviver. It's like, yeah, you're not willing. If you're a female, I just feel like you've been single so long, like, you just not playing. Like, you're literally looking for things to run from a connection is what I'm feeling, okay? Yeah. Ooh, we got distorted masculine. And if you're a male, you're like, you're focusing on, like, material things, so you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're prolonging, like, it's so weird because it's like you, male or female, you're both, like, Some of you are like both self-sabotaging yourself, but you did the work. You know how to show up in a balanced connection. You know how to give. You know, maybe you know this person and y'all both in this energy and you're both like not wanting to share your light. You're not wanting to put investments in because you just like been so comfortable in your singlehood. Yeah, but I feel like it's time to come in. Chivalry and dating. I was just about to say that. Somebody's coming. It's a connection coming in that you're being asked to open up to. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, but it's crazy. And then we got like sexual freedom. It came out reversed. And then we got divine feminine. So I feel like, yeah, someone has an opportunity, you know, for a connection to come in. But it's all about you. You know, maybe you've been, for some of mine, I feel like you've been absent. And we got the divine masculine. Ooh, and we got compatibility. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with yourself. For some of you, I feel like you got the sacred woman. You could, you know, really be, emotional freedom. Yeah, there's a divine connection out here. I feel like you're like number ones. You're like my number ones, guys. You know, maybe in the past, like you overgave, and you realize if you're a female or you're a divine masculine or a divine feminine, you were the overgiver. I feel like you overgave, so you realize the importance of boundaries. And maybe it's just been so long, and now you got a pursuer here, and you just like ready to like go the F in. One little mess up, you out of there, you know. And then there's like a divine masculine that overgave in connections, that, you know, gave too much in connections, and it's kind of like you know, just to make sure you don't happen, you don't set yourself up. You know, you like, yeah, I'm not gonna give just yet. I'm gonna, you know, and it's like spirit is like, no, it's like, I literally see like a picture of both of your guys hitting their head. Like, what are they doing? That's what I see happening right now. Yeah, but I feel like you guys are reparenting, like you're reparenting yourself. This is an ongoing thing. So if there's a person that there's something happened, guys, where it was just mediocre, it wasn't like really nothing like really like, oh my God, disrespectful. I just feel like there's some healing taking place. So you guys can really come out of the distorted masculine and the distorted feminine. Like if they left you on red, or, you know, or something happened, like it's so that it's some healing still taking place, okay? But that's what I see. That's what I see that y'all just need. That's what you need to do. That's what I see, okay, my loves. But yeah. And just, if not, you know, hey, it's okay. I'll be doing more pick a card readings in the future. I love you guys so freaking much. Again, I'm speaking so much love, so much abundance, so much radiance in your life. Go shine. Go be all that you were meant to be. I love you guys, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
Follow, she blazing.